This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. We are continuing to bring you the very latest on COVID-19 in Wisconsin. Right now, there are over 500 reported cases in the state, and that includes 5 deaths.
The illness is moving into the southwest part of the state as Grant County reported its first case. That person is in their 20s. The governor is also putting the safer at home order into effect starting tomorrow. And we have team coverage on the latest developments of COVID-19 across the state, including the latest numbers and what the safer at home order means for people all around the state. Let's start with Amanda Quintana, who is breaking down the latest numbers around Wisconsin. Amanda?
Yes, the number of positive cases is now at 514. The number of deaths remains at 5. That includes the first cases reported in Monroe, Iowa, and Grant counties. But doctors say it's important to remember this is just the number of people who had symptoms bad enough to get tested, and there could potentially be thousands of cases we are not counting. Andrea Palm with DHS says some are questioning Evers' order since there are only 500 cases and 5 deaths reported in a state as big as Wisconsin. Here's her response using data from Wuhan, China, and Italy.
And if we continue on our current path without implementing safer at home to flatten the curve, the models show us that we would likely have 22,000 Wisconsinites who are positive for COVID-19 by April 8th and an estimated 440 to 1,500 deaths.
In yesterday's press conference, doctors said about 10% of people who have tested positive for coronavirus in the state need hospitalization. Today, they say it's more like 20%. Also saying while it's taken about 6 days for the amount of positive cases to double in some other countries, in some states here in the U.S., it's only taken 2 or 3 days. That is why Evers' safer at home order is being put into place to slow the spread. Our Amy Reed has more on what that order means. Amy?
This safer at home order goes into effect at 8 a.m. tomorrow and will last until April 24th unless Evers sees any reason to end it early or potentially extend it. Yesterday, he said that this order will close non-essential businesses, but essential businesses can stay open. You're seeing a list of those industries now, but it includes grocery stores, pharmacies, banks, gas stations, hardware stores, and social services providers. That's not exhaustive, but we have a link to the full list online. This was not a direction the governor wanted to move in, but he said the science showed it was necessary. Today, he read from an obituary of someone who died from COVID-19 to drive his point home.
We ask you to be serious about COVID-19. Please do not panic, rather educate yourself and your family. Please do not blame or shun, rather be supportive and compassionate, especially with the people who have tested positive for this virus. Now, I recognize...
On top of business orders, Evers and his administration are still pushing for people to stay home unless you have to leave. DHS defines that as activities for your health and safety or the health and safety of others. Going out to get necessary supplies like medicine and food, going to work if your business is deemed essential, and going out to enjoy parks. These orders are similar to recommendations that are already in place, but a big difference here, if you're caught violating this, you could land in jail for 30 days or face a $250 fine.
Amanda and Amy, thank you to you both. We just talked about all of the businesses that are open, but just a reminder that schools, libraries, movie theaters, salons, and gyms will remain closed.
President Donald Trump giving his daily briefing right now with health officials about the pandemic. Let's take a listen in.
It means when they go to another place, for their own safety, they've got to be careful, monitor themselves. If they get sick, bring it to the attention of a physician, get tested. Also, the idea about self-isolating for 2 weeks will be very important because we don't want that to be another seeding point to the rest of the country wherever they go. And then thirdly, just one comment about drugs and the testing of drugs. You know, you heard yesterday about drugs being out there that physicians on an off-label way can prescribe it to give people hope of something that hasn't been definitively proven to work, but that might have some hope. I don't want anybody to forget that simultaneously with our doing that, we're also doing randomized clinical trials on a number of candidates. You've heard about candidates, but there are others in the pipeline where we'll be able to design the study, and over a period of time, particularly since we have so many infections, we'll be able to determine definitively, are these safe and are they effective? We're talking about remdesivir, other drugs, immune sera, convalescent sera, monoclonal antibodies. All of these are in the pipeline now.
Dr. Anthony Fauci there addressing the media, part of the president's full news conference. You can head to our Facebook page at Channel 3000. We're also streaming it live at channel3000.com. Also, Nora O'Donnell will have more, of course, tonight on the CBS Evening News.
UW Health says it doesn't have enough data yet to determine how COVID-19 impacts women who are pregnant. They advise expecting mothers to treat themselves like they are high risk and try not to leave your home. Right now, doctors say there is not enough evidence to show that a baby can get COVID while in the womb, but once it is born, close contact with an infected person could pass on the virus.
There's a number of protocols that OBs have put in place to minimize the risk of that happening. Those are not things that are done routinely in pregnancy, but may involve such things as having to separate the mom from the baby until it's clear that the baby is not infected.
If you have questions about your newborn's health during this time, please call your doctor.
Local domestic abuse resources are seeing a spike in calls for help amid the coronavirus pandemic, and experts only expect those calls to increase. Keely Arthur shares what shelters are doing to help.
While many establishments here in Wisconsin are shutting down today, Days Domestic Abuse Intervention Services here in Madison is ramping up. They expect to see a surge in demand, and that's simply because when times get tough, abuse tends to spike. To give you some context, back during the 08-09 recession, Days saw an 108% increase to their call center, and that was just during a financial crisis. It's a pandemic, and that is causing a recipe for disaster.
And then when you add on the fact that we're dealing with people being told to stay at home and not being able to work, not being able to send kids to school, and that can just kind of create a pressure cooker for families, right? And when you have domestic violence in the situation, it can definitely increase danger for folks as that strain of all being together all the time increases, and victims not being able to find privacy or take steps that they may normally have taken in order to find safety and exit the situation.
Days offers a wide array of crisis intervention and prevention programs, including a 24-hour helpline and a shelter, all of which are staying open amid the coronavirus. Now, not all shelters across the state are so lucky, especially in rural areas. They don't have as much staff on hand and they don't have as much money. Still, though, you can use local law enforcement or the National Abuse Hotline if you need help. We have all those resources up on our website. Reporting in Madison, Keely Arthur, News 3 Now.
Pressure is building on Governor Evers for a second straight day to prohibit in-person voting in Wisconsin's spring election and require people to cast absentee ballots by mail as the coronavirus spreads. The governor has refused calls to postpone the April 7th election, but said yesterday that he was mulling whether to make the election mail-in only. Governor Evers today issued his executive order, but it is unclear how the order applies to the election.
A local college is helping doctors during COVID-19. Madison College officials announced this morning it'll be lending 10 ventilators to local hospitals. Those donations come shortly after the college donated personal protective equipment such as gloves, masks, and oxygen supplies to hospitals.
With the way things are happening in other places, this type of equipment is going to be in short supply, so we really need to just do our part and make sure that what we have can get out to where it's needed.
Ventilators will be donated to St. Mary's, UW Health, the Unity Point Mariner Hospital, all in Madison, Sauk Prairie Healthcare, and Upland Hills in Dodgeville.
Local hospitals are reminding residents that they are currently not accepting homemade masks, but there are other ways the public can help during the pandemic. Unity Point Health, Meriter officials said the hospital is working to establish a process to collect donations. UW Health is also not accepting homemade masks. They are working with manufacturers that can rapidly produce the masks needed at the hospital. In a video shared on YouTube, one Unity Point Health employee shared step-by-step instructions on how to make a homemade mask, but the Madison locations are not accepting them at this time. Unity Point Health's guide for making homemade masks can be found on our website, channel3000.com. There are dire warnings coming out of New York, now the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in the United States. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says his state now has 25,000 cases of coronavirus, 10 times the number in California and Washington state. Cuomo says the number of cases in New York is doubling every 3 days and is expected to peak in 2 to 3 weeks.
New York is the canary in the coal mine. What happens to New York is going to wind up happening to California and Washington State and Illinois. It's just a matter of time.
The White House is ordering anyone who traveled to New York City to self-quarantine for 14 days.
A deal between the Trump administration and Congress on a massive Phase 3 rescue package to cushion the economic blow of coronavirus could be just hours away. President Trump touting his administration's work with Congress as lawmakers on both sides of the aisle push legislation to help soften the economic and health impacts of the pandemic. The Senate and the administration say they are close to a nearly $2 trillion Phase 3 coronavirus stimulus bill.
Last night, I thought we were on the 5-yard line. Right now, we're on the 2.
Folks at home don't need we're close. They need this done.
If passed, the bill would put checks directly into the hands of many Americans, provide more funding for health care needs and unemployment insurance, and give loans to businesses, both large and small. And the prospect of that deal sent stocks soaring today. The Dow up 2,113 points, an 11% gain. That is the largest single-day percentage spike in 87 years. The Nasdaq adds 557, the S&P up 210 points.
Residents at Baraboo St. Clair Meadows Care Center are sharing messages of positivity while they are on lockdown due to the virus. Bad hair, don't care. A tweet from SSM Health Wisconsin shared some of the messages that residents have been sending to their family and friends. Some messages include snippets like "I'm too ornery to get sick" and reminders that hugs and kisses should still be 6 feet apart.
Her hair wasn't that bad.
It's not that bad at all. People in DeForest are continuing to spread cheer while being quarantined. Residents are using sidewalk chalk to spread positivity. Some of the messages include "share love, not germs," and "keep calm and use Lysol."
All good advice. And let's check your first warn forecast to see what's ahead with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, it was a quiet day today. We started to get some more sunshine this afternoon. Tomorrow will be a little milder, but we'll see rain chances on the way. Visible cloud track shows the clouds starting to erode away this afternoon, getting us at least some sunshine through the afternoon hours. As we look at Doppler track, there are a few light rain showers up to our north and northwestern Wisconsin. We probably won't see them until tomorrow afternoon. Over the next 12 hours, temperatures will drop off into the middle 30s and hold nearly steady overnight. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to around 35 degrees, and there could be a little patchy fog. Tomorrow will turn cloudy and milder with a high of 55, but we could see some showers in the afternoon. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes more wet weather for the second half of the week.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Ahead of News 3 Now at 5, an arrest has been made in a Janesville homicide from earlier this year. We'll have the details.
And coming up tonight at 6, a look at the plan police in Janesville have created to keep officers safe from the spread of the virus. That's tonight at 6.
Well, the paper says energy costs are about to increase.
Good thing we had those new windows installed.
Yes. Cheers to saving money.
We hear that a lot here at Mad City Windows. Thousands and thousands of satisfied customers. We keep the cold out in the wintertime with our Eco Sky windows, only from us here at Mad City, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Take a look at the extra coatings of Low-E. Give your home an energy upgrade. And now will be a great time to call during our Slam Dunk Sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. No payments and no interest for 18 months. A bonus $500 in Mad City cash to use towards your window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And a bonus, call during this program, get a $50 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Here's the number: 608-338-1616, 608-338-1616.
Only the 5 and Up lineup from Pizza Hut lets you get some of these, a bunch of these, or all of these. Starting at just $5 each when you choose 2 or more. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Keep your wood floors looking their best with any of Surgenian's 3 hassle-free, dustless, and eco-friendly systems. Options include deep cleaning, clean screen and recoat, or dust-free sanding. Restore your wood floors today. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
Looking for great sleep at a great price? Denver Mattress has you covered. During the Super 7-Day Sell-Off, save $100 on the entire Denver Mattress brand luxury lineup, any size, any model. Or receive a free $300 Furniture Row gift certificate when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. And check out the Factory Direct Summit Queen, only $189.99. And 5 years no interest financing, plus shop in-store or from home, and we'll deliver it free to your doorstep. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Feed your family for less with Hy-Vee Mealtime. Delicious meals to go that feed a family of 4 for just $19.99. That's just $5 a person. Try our delicious pasta dinner. Get both lasagna and chicken Alfredo with breadsticks or garlic cheese bread and a 2-liter of Coke. Hy-Vee Chinese with 4 entrees, rice, egg rolls, crab rangoon, and Coke. Or 2 family-sized pizzas, breadsticks, or garlic cheese bread and Coke. Make mealtime easy with Hy-Vee Mealtime to go.
Wisconsin's Safer at Home order goes into effect tomorrow morning. Find out what that means for Wisconsin residents. And an already stressful time is only getting harder. How expecting moms are handling the coronavirus tonight at 6.
Mornings look a little different in every household, but weekday or weekend mornings, most of us just want to know what happened overnight and what's up in the day ahead. So turn on News 3 Now this morning, 7 days a week, for everything you need to plan your day.
The suspect accused in a Janesville homicide is now in police custody. 24-year-old Corvasi Weaver of Joliet, Illinois, was wanted in connection with the shooting death of James Chestnut. In January, Chestnut was shot and killed in the 600 block of West Racine Street. Janesville police said the U.S. Marshals Service received a tip that Weaver was at a house in Jackson, Tennessee. They then arrested him. Weaver will have to go through a court hearing as part of an extradition process. It is unknown when he will be sent back to Wisconsin.
Right now, Adams County deputies are responding to an emergency situation. Deputies are advising residents to stay in their homes and avoid the area of West Commerce and South Vincennes streets in Friendship. This is a developing situation. We'll have more on our website, channel3000.com, when details become available.
Let's get a look at your first warned forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, finally, we're starting to get some sunshine in here. There's a live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville showing almost clear skies over southwestern Wisconsin. The WIC Skycam looking off toward the east shows a few more clouds and a little bit of cloud cover still on the Edgewater Skycam, but some sunshine starting to make its way through. Right now on Doppler track, a few light rain showers up in central Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. That's the leading edge of some milder air that's heading eastward. And 3 things you need to know in the forecast. While it'll be partly cloudy tonight, there will be some patchy fog, especially toward tomorrow morning. Tomorrow the clouds will be back. It'll be mild with highs in the mid-50s, but we'll see some showers from tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening. There may be a break later tomorrow night into Thursday morning before the next batch of showers arrives Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. And then that's followed by more showers on Friday. And then by Friday night and Saturday, could even see some spring-like thunderstorms. On weather track, you can see generally a split flow in the jet stream. One branch of the jet stream, the polar jet stream, heading to the north, the subtropical jet stream keeping a lot of energy and moisture to the south. Severe thunderstorms are expected today over parts of Kentucky and Tennessee, with rain into southern Illinois and southern Indiana. That weather system staying to the south of us. Next weather system out to the west will follow along the northern branch of the jet stream and warm us up a little bit for tomorrow before we turn a little colder on the back end of it. And that's because there's a cold front back to the north and west. That'll drop our temperatures back into the upper 40s by Thursday. Before that happens, this warm front will lift northeastward, and the milder air will start moving in on these southerly winds that are shaping up through Iowa and Minnesota and will be here for tomorrow. So expect temperatures to be in the middle 50s for tomorrow. On future track, you can see a break in the clouds overnight, although some fog may move in. Tomorrow we'll see mostly cloudy skies. Shower chances will increase during the the afternoon and then continuing to tomorrow evening, but should move out pretty quickly after that. So much of tomorrow night will be cloudy and dry. Winds will shift around to the north, and that will drop our temperatures back into the upper 40s for Thursday, with the next batch of showers arriving then, and then those should clear out sometime on Thursday evening before we see the next batch of showers arrive later on Friday. Maybe a little bit of a break early on Friday morning, but the clouds will start coming back, and we'll see showers, maybe even some thunderstorms by Friday night into Saturday. Computer model forecasts show all the way through the weekend, through the second half of the week, probably looking at about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain over southern Wisconsin, especially if we get those thunderstorms on Friday night and Saturday. That'll bring temperatures up into the mid-50s for Saturday, a little cooler for Sunday, but notice above normal temperatures expected for much of next week with high temperatures at or above 60. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook calling for near normal temperatures here, the warmest weather either near the Gulf Coast or out to the south and west, and then precipitation expected to be near or slightly below normal, which is good news. Again, the less rain we get, the better. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, mild, see some showers develop in the afternoon with a high of 55. 7 to 10-day forecast, again, off and on rain chances through Saturday, maybe ending as a mix of rain and snow Sunday morning before some sunshine returns Sunday afternoon. Then look for that warm-up next week with a chance of showers Wednesday, but most of next week will be dry and mild. As we check out your first warn traffic, again, things pretty quiet on the Beltline. There's the view of Park Street. A little more traffic in the westbound direction, but no problems as far as traffic moving near or at the posted speed limit all the way along the Beltline. There's a little bit of a slowdown just north of Middleton approaching Highway K. Otherwise, the interstates heading east and southeast and north of Madison, and no problems there. Traffic times, 14 minutes either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate, 25 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990 from the Beltline southward, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 13 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thanks. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, Olympic athletes react to the news that the Olympic Games have been pushed back a year. Have that story after a short break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You know, when it comes to windows, a lower U factor means better insulation that holds in the heat. And here at Mad City Windows, our Eco Sky windows have a U factor as low as 0.17. One of the lowest U factors in the industry, if not the lowest. You're going to be amazed at the difference. Listen to Larry.
I'd say at least 20%. And we could already tell with the heating, no cold drafts, perfect windows.
It's not too late to get those old windows out and put new windows in from Mad City Windows and take advantage of our slam dunk sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. No payments and no interest for 18 months. And a bonus, $500 in Mad City cash to use towards your window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And if you call now, you get a bonus, a $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your in-home estimate.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, where we're highlighting some unique playing styles.
Yeah, Jerry. Take Marge and Carol here. They're sure having fun. And notice what appears to be a lucky troll dial on this machine.
Oh, and look, that's the famous bingo card tap. That one always brings good luck.
And check out the form on this pull. That's gotta be a lucky bracelet.
Looks like you got your own lucky bracelet.
What bracelet?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. At Hy-Vee, we're doing everything we can to make your life easier, healthier, and happier, and save you money with this week's Hy-Vee hot deals. Red seedless grapes, just 98 cents a pound. Buckley Farms frozen boneless, skinless chicken breasts, only $4.97. Jimmy Dean bacon, just $1.99. and Hy-Vee natural cheese slices, 2 for only $5. Continue to count on low prices, hot deals, and more, only at Hy-Vee.
At Mastercraft, we engineer doors that turn houses into homes. From traditional doors that everyone loves, to custom doors as unique as you. Open, close, swing, slide, and slam, day after day after day. Mastercraft, great doors, inside and out, exclusively at Menards.
Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Coronavirus has absolutely crushed plans around the world, and now add the Summer Olympics to the list.
The games have been officially postponed until next year, leading to both disappointment and relief in the Olympic community. Elise Preston spoke with one medalist about his take on the decision.
It's been a long road for two-time Olympian high jumper Eric Kennard. The 2012 silver medalist ruptured his Achilles, sidelining his training for 21 months. But at the beginning of the year, Kennard was back on track, preparing for another chance at Olympic victory, until Tuesday's announcement that this year's games are off.
It took me quite a while to get back here. So essentially, I'm going to continue as if the games is going to take place.
The 2020 Olympics have now fallen victim to the global coronavirus pandemic. Outside of wartime, the games have never been canceled before.
That was the socially responsible thing to do, to focus the world's efforts on recovering from, the pandemic.
A joint statement from organizers reads in part, the leaders agree that the Olympic Games in Tokyo could stand as a beacon of hope to the world during these troubled times, and that the Olympic flame could become the light at the end of the tunnel. The decision to postpone followed Canada's announcement on Monday that it was pulling out of the Games.
I know this is heartbreaking for so many people, athletes, coaches, staff, and fans. But this was absolutely the right call.
Kennard had been calling for the games to be postponed for weeks. As much as he wants another medal, safety is just too important.
I want to be in an environment where, my family has the opportunity to view the games and I don't have to worry about their safety.
So Kennard, like athletes around the world, will continue to train under strict social distancing, focusing on the now anticipated 2021 Olympic Games. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Coming up, our Melissa Kim talked to UW swimmer Beta Nelson, who is an Olympic hopeful. Find out what she's saying about the Olympics being postponed. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
And if you miss sports as much as we do, you can relive the Badger women's hockey team's 2019 national championship right now. Sophia Shaver, Annie Pankowski, Kristen Campbell are hosting a Facebook watch party of the championship game. The women will be chatting about that game against Minnesota. Again, that's right now on the Wisconsin women's hockey Facebook page. By the way, Abby Rock today named a first-team All-American by the American Hockey Coaches Association. We'll be right back. Final check, your first warrant forecast in a moment.
The road to deer season madness is at Sloan's. Get a John Deere and your Sloan deal. Get 4.9% for 48 months or $69 per month on a John Deere Z345R. Get a John Deere now during deer season madness and
Dramatically change the environment of an entire room with the addition of new bay. Bow are picture windows from Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler, Mad City Windows. Our windows, the Eco Sky windows, have durable Polytech frames. We're going to give your home an energy upgrade, less wear and tear on the replacement expenses for your heating and air both winter and summer. And you can count on us to do the job on time and on budget and during our slam dunk sale. 67% off the installation of new windows for your home. Look at this, no payments and no interest for 18 months. And a bonus, $500 in Mad City cash to use towards window purchase. Now that's a slam dunk. And if you call now, last chance in this program, you get a bonus, a $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Give us a call today. Check us out online at MadCityWindows.com. Don't miss out on these special savings. Call today.
Get more help with your laundry at the laundry cleanup sale now at the Brothers Maine. Save time and money with the latest in laundry from Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana. Maine means more. with free delivery on washer dryer pairs and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. So you'll be 100% confident with your purchase. That's why we're the More Store. It's the laundry cleanup sale with more selection, more savings, and more help with your laundry. Only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
These days, it's hard to tell the difference between judges and politicians. I'm Jill Karofsky. I'm running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption.
Jill Karofsky, mother of two, prosecutor, trial court judge.
On the Supreme Court, I'll make decisions based on the law and its impact on real people, not corporate donors.
Jill is supported by law enforcement across Wisconsin for her record as a tough, fair, independent judge. Jill Karofsky for Wisconsin Supreme Court.
This scares a lot of people, as it should. Cleaning gutters is not just a messy chore, but a dangerous one. I'm Andy, and I install Leaf Guard gutters. They're covered, one piece, and do not have to be cleaned out, ever. And you never climb up and down this ladder again. Good deal?
The road to deer season madness is at Sloan's. Get a John Deere and your Sloan deal. Get 4.9% for 48 months at $139 per month on a John Deere Z720E. Get a John Deere now during deer season madness and
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, coronavirus cases surpass 50,000 here in the United States as the president says he'd love for the U.S. to be open for business by Easter. That's in 19 days. But what do health experts think? Plus, pregnancy and COVID-19, what expecting parents need to know. And our interview with Garth Brooks, how the country music legend is pitching in and his words of wisdom in dealing with adversity. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's here with a final check of your forecast.
Well, things are actually pretty quiet around here. We've got some showers showing up over northwestern Wisconsin, but for the most part, things will be pretty quiet. Look for temperatures to drop off into the middle 30s by late evening into early tomorrow morning. Maybe some patchy fog overnight. Tomorrow will be cloudy and milder with a high of 55. We could see some showers in the afternoon into tomorrow evening, and then another round of showers from Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. Showers Friday, thunderstorms Saturday, ending as a mix of rain and snow Sunday, and then milder weather for next week with a chance of showers about Wednesday.
All right, Gary, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more updates on News 3 now at 6 in 30 minutes. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.